Good afternoon. Tom McKeown with YourTrueChange.com. Back to the top five spot. Week of August 19th. My birthday is on Friday. I turned 32. It's crazy just to see how fast time flies. Never thought I'd be in this situation where I'd be running my own home-based business on the internet, not wearing a suit and tie, not getting on a train, not going through concrete every day, being home here with my wife and kids, doing whatever I want, planning on going to two water parks this week during the week because of this awesome lifestyle I have. Getting to this week's book, it is by one of my absolute favorite modern authors, really just probably the genius of marketing today in the 21st century, and that of course is Seth Godin. In the book I'm going to focus on of his is Tribes. It really is just an absolutely fantastic book, one that really I think contributed to shaping the modern era of marketing as we know it with the internet, with Web 2.0, and of course with a social selling. So let's get to it. What are the top 5 things you need to know about this wonderful, game-changing, breathtaking, cliffhanging book? Number 1, a movement waiting to happen. There's a lack of leadership. Godin says that all over the world you have people in different countries, regardless of geography, and regardless of race, religion, and anything, that have similar common interests, right? And really, they're all together in beliefs, but they're also separate and also scattered. But they're held together by one common belief that ties them. The problem is they don't know the bigger group that they're a part of, because there's no leader that has come and that has found a way to unify them and to bring them together. And that's where Godin says that there's a lack of leadership, and really there's a big void out there, and that's where really anybody can come in and anybody can be that leader. It doesn't matter, if you live in Kenya, if you live in the Middle East, if you live in California, or you live in Peru. If you're a Dungeons and Dragons fan, and you know about one particular level in Dungeons and Dragons that you're absolutely just fascinated with, it's your life, it's everything. It doesn't matter if you're in a bikini or if you wear a headscarf because of your religion. You're a part of the same tribe. The issue, though, is that there's a huge void out there because there's no leader that stood up and said, I am the leader of this tribe, follow me. And that's when we get into the second thing that you have to know about the book, which is that leaders are needed, and it could be anyone. Anyone could be a leader. Anybody out there right now that has a camera, that has a phone, that can speak to hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, with time millions of people, all kind of like what I'm doing right now. Of course, I'm not speaking to millions. One day, hopefully, we'll see. But anybody can be that leader now. You don't need to be a CEO. You don't need to go out and get some big, PhD, masters. You don't need to put in 20 years into some company and go around kissing people's ass. You can start being a leader immediately by voicing your beliefs, by saying who you are, and by intentionally taking charge of what it is that you believe in. So that's really, really, really important in today's day of social media, Web 2.0, and social selling. Of course, number 3, anyone who wants to make a difference can. All marketers are leaders, so anyone out there can make a difference. There's no more barriers based on your education, your class, where you were born, how things work. If you want to get there, if you want to go on the internet and you want to form a community and you want to bring people together, you can do that. The world is calling. The world is waiting for you. They're waiting for those people to form those new groups, those new tribes, as Godin puts it. And that's really, really important because it gives you the opportunity to form those common bonds, regardless of geography, regardless of race and skin color, regardless of how much money you have, what college you went to, okay, white collar, blue collar. If you're interested in something, you go ahead, you form that group, you get those tribes. It's all a part of modern marketing, because it really goes to show that this is how you make the world your oyster, the world your platform, right? Not just your backyard, not just the street. Number 4, and this is really where the book gets really, 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 really interesting, is that the factory-centric model is absolutely dead. People want to work on meaningful projects. And what does this mean? It all goes into the concept of tribes. People are tired of working at these companies and these factories where, essentially wages keep going down, hours keeps going up, pressure keeps going up, and it happens because there's been this common, as Godin puts it, race to the bottom, where for a long time companies were trying to find ways to make products and services as cheap and as inexpensive as possible in order to increase their profit margins, right? That's what led to things such as outsourcing and led to using cheaper, inexpensive materials, which wound up leading to dangerous outcomes, product defaults and the like. That led to a lot of the kind of misnomers that we've seen in the past 20, 25 years or so. And what Godin's saying is that now people don't care about that stuff anymore. People want quality. People not only want quality, but they want a sense of belonging. And he goes off to say that people want to work on projects and do work that has more meaning, not just to see their paycheck go up. If their paycheck's going up, great. But if the purpose of their work has a lot of meaning, then that right there is equally as satisfactory to people. And that's why it's so important for there to be leaders to step forward and to lead these tribes, lead these projects, and get people feel a sense of meaning. It's all out there. And of course, it leads to my number 5 point to kind of lead things off, and that is, of course, that leadership is not management. It's inspiring the tribe. So, if you're a leader, whether you work for a company, you're a project manager, you're a CEO, you lead a small group, or you just simply have a group on the internet, you are not being a true leader by just going out managing people, micromanaging, telling people X, Y, Z, do this, do that. You need to inspire people. You need to give people a reason. You need to give people a purpose to work, to get things done. And that's what Godin says. That is what's missing, and that's what was missing. And that is how now you have this new form, new generation of internet rock stars that run these businesses and that run these companies because they're inspiring their people down. It is no longer the products that are inspiring people. It is no longer, certain things like the numbers and all these concrete left brain stuff that is currently inspiring people to buy products to an extent. But what the majority of each decision comes when you buy into something, a product, a service, a group to join, a way to spend your time, are the stories. The stories are what inspire people. The stories are what creates these tribes, and that creates people that have a purpose, a passion, and a long-term vision. So that's going to be it. That's Seth Godin's Tribe, an absolutely just fantastic book. I definitely recommend it. It's helped me with my business. I hope it can help you with yours or anything that you do in your life. And of course, Tom McKeown with YourTrueChange.com. Thanks again.